What's up everyone? Welcome to another video. I'm leaving the castle. I need to get some air in my tires. I need to go get some gas. I'm leaving for Bosnia in exactly 7 days and there's a lot of stuff I need to wrap up. But in this video, I want to explain my journey from going from being a nurse to becoming a millionaire running multiple online businesses and the steps I took to get to where I am today. Because a lot of times when you're watching these people online and they're your ultimate goal, you end up following what they're doing right now. Like if you're following someone's morning routine and say they're already like super successful, that morning routine will not help you. Like that morning routine is for their current stage. And I want to break down the different stages of my life and what I did in that stage to get to my next stage in life. So as you guys already know, I finished my degree in nursing. I practiced as a nurse for roughly 4 years before I started venturing into the online space. Now the thing is, like, it's not like I just woke up one day and I knew nothing about business and I was like, let me just start a business and I became super successful. I had business experience in the past. I didn't have experience running my own business, somewhat, but I had experience in the space. The first experience I had in the business space was after 3 to 4 years of being in the US, my mom ended up buying a Bosnian coffee / bar located in Jacksonville, Florida. And at that time I was roughly 11, 12. She used to bring me to the bar, coffee shop a lot. And that's when I started learning some business skills. Now, my mom never paid me. A lot of times in family businesses, even if they have kids, they will give them a small wage or pay them for their actions. I never really got paid for my actions, but I did get a lot of tips because obviously I was young, I was a kid, and everyone wanted to support me. So if I did serve someone, if I made someone coffee or I got them a drink, or I was the one that charged them for their bill, they would leave me $1, $2, $3 tip. And that's when I started accumulating some money. And I was always a good saver. I believe by the age of 18, I already had roughly 20K to 30K saved up. And that's kind of when I finished high school and I started going to college. I knew right away that I was going to get my nursing degree license. You know, a lot of people sign up and they don't know what they want to do. I knew I was going to go down the medical route. I just didn't want to be a doctor. Initially I did, but then when I did the math, I was like, it's 4 years of undergrad and 4 years of medical school that I wanted to specialize. And obviously you have your clinicals and all this other stuff. And I was like, I don't want to go to school for 12 years and then be like 40 by the time I can start making some money. So I was like, nursing is 4 years. Let me just finish this so I can make decent money and I can start adventuring out into different things. So while I was in the nursing program, I started flipping fake Ray-Bans, fake Rolexes, just fake brands overall, like t-shirts, bags, whatever I could find. And I wouldn't make crazy money there. I would roughly make maybe $1,000 a month. But I learned the sales game. Like I learned how to interact. I learned business. I learned import, export in a sense. I learned how to find products in demand and sell those. At that time, it was Michael Kors watches. And that was the first time I actually had my own business. In middle school and stuff, I did sell like candy and bubble gum. Like I would buy it for 20 cents and then sell it for $1. So I wouldn't really consider that, you know, running a business. But the sales led me to the next stage of my life, which was selling, but to high ticket people. So I was selling a knowledge-based software and I was literally selling it to schools, medical practices, law offices, tech businesses, and these weren't easy sales. Like these were maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 call closes, and I was speaking to CEOs, CMOs, CTOs, and I was convincing them on buying this product, which roughly the LTV was, I mean, it was stick on for years, but it was $300 a month. Let's say they stuck on for a year, that's 3.6K. So selling 3.6K programs at the age of 18. And that's when I picked up the book Spin Selling and I started looking deeper into the psychology of selling and so forth, which I literally still use to this day. Literally still to this day, I teach my salespeople spin selling and high ticket sales. But after a while, it kind of started interfering with my schooling. I really wanted to get my degree because one thing is with foreign parents, they want you to finish school. So I just wanted to get done with that. So I knew my mom would be happy. But it was also something I could always fall back on. Like I knew if everything goes to shit, I can always go back and work as a nurse and make whatever, 5, 6, 7K a month if I'm doing overtime or not. So I ended up separating from that job, and the CEO was actually one of my good friends, and we're still cool to this day, but it ended up not working out long term. I started focusing on my nursing career. I moved to Tampa, and when I moved there, I started tapping into different things. I tried creating my own SaaS company. It was focused around birthday reminders because I'm really bad at remembering birthdays. And the software, you would put in all the people that are important to you, like family, friends, coworkers, whatever. You would pick like 3 or 4 things that they like, and the software is supposed to remind you of, hey, like it's so-and-so's birthday. These are the 2 recommendations that we recommend for their gift. Which one do you want? And we will purchase it. We would have affiliate links. So I had all this set up. It's just that it wasn't automated. Like I was doing everything manually. Like someone would fill out the forms. I would put reminders in calendars, send in the reminders and so forth. And I really never made any money off of that. Good concept, but I never made money off of that. So I squashed that. And then I was looking online. I was like, what are some other business ideas? And obviously the big one is e-com. I tried e-com. That's the first time I actually made money online, with my own business. And I didn't make much. Like I made maybe $1,000. But the thing is, like, I learned how to run Facebook ads, like meta ads, which was a crucial skill to the next stage of my life. The way I learned it is I went on YouTube. I typed in how to run Facebook ads. I watched this 1-hour video. I learned everything. And I was like, maybe I can just sell this as a service. And at that time, my girlfriend was going to school for marketing. I was like, this kind of combines everything that I like. I like the psychology of marketing. I like the psychology of selling. I like online businesses. I was like, this is literally made for me. So I went on Wix and I built a marketing website. That was the first website I ever built, technically, which was another crucial skill because after learning how to build websites, I started offering that as a service. And then at that point, I had a full-on marketing agency. I learned how to run ads, I learned how to build websites, and started using my sales skills and hitting up business owners. But the thing is, like, I had no experience. Like, I had no case studies. They were like, who have you worked with? Like, what's your track record? What's your specialty? And I had nothing. Like, I sleazed my way through it a little bit, but I wasn't able to close big clients. My first client roughly paid me $200, and it was like for social media management. But that was the first time I actually started making money through marketing. So it took me maybe 4 months to get my first paying client. Within those 4 months, I was just like learning. I was like, how can I improve my skill? How can I improve my website? How can I get some case studies? How can I work for free? What can I do to just make a mark here in Tampa locally, since there are so many marketing companies. And first client paid me roughly $200 to $300. Then I got another one paying me $500. Then I got another one that paid me $1,000. Keep in mind, these were like kind of one-hit wonders. Like, it wasn't like it was continuous. Like, I would close one, they would pay me $200. I would close another one, they roughly paid me $1,000. And I was like, this isn't stable. Like, what can I do to make it more stable? So I was like, with paid ads, they always need me. Like, with paid ads, they can't just hire me one time and let me go. They're always gonna need paid ads. So I was like, forget social media management, forget everything else. Let me just hone in on perfecting paid ads and learning how to sell paid ads. And at this time, I also partnered up with Christian, which is my business partner. And we just went all in. Like, we literally just went all in. He was much better than me when it comes to paid ads. I was much better than him when it came to sales. So we kind of divided and conquered. Like, I went all in on sales. I would just bring in the clients and I would close them. At that time, we were charging $1,000, $2,000, sometimes $3,000 a month. And he would just handle all the marketing. And we scaled it up to, I want to say 10 to 15 clients before we started hiring people. And we're already making 30, 40K a month. With our margins being super high at the beginning, we just had a WeWork office, which was, I think, like $150 to $200. I mean, we were taking home 10K each, 15K each, depending on the month. And I was like, holy shit, like, this is dope. We can actually scale this. And we ended up hiring our first account manager. We ended up perfecting our case studies and our sales pitch and our services. And we ended up just pushing and pushing and hiring and improving and firing and improving. And we believe in this one thing, which is 1% improvement, which is everything that you do, just improve by 1%, because after 100 days, if you improve every single day by 1%, you literally doubled the quality of your service. And that was roughly 2020 when COVID hit. And in, I think it was maybe 4 months after COVID hit, I quit my nursing job and we literally went all in on the agency. And it's scary quitting your job because that's your secured income. But I was like, I'm making decent money. I'm making 10, 15, 20K months. I was like, if I didn't go all in and if I keep this as a plan B, it's never gonna scale. And at that point, we ended up scaling it to roughly 100K within 2021. Within 2022, we tapped into the insurance business, and then we ended up partnering with one of our clients. We blew that up. I think it did roughly 5 million within the first 12 months. I ended up exiting that. It was like a 12-month plan. I was like, let's just go in, let me scale this, and then let's exit. And Gentech is kind of always going to be my backbone. Like, it's always going to be the thing that gets me connections, gets me good opportunities, gets me good business partners, and just gets me out there, because Gentech is good, but there's a lot of different business models out there that you can scale if you have the knowledge of marketing. And I feel like there's no other good lead source of these partnerships than Gentech, because they come to us because they need marketing. And after a few months, when we're like, this person's cool, they're legit, we want to help them scale, we're like, hey, why don't we partner? We do whatever split, and we end up scaling from that. So if you guys do have experience running ads, or you guys have experience in something that most companies will find value in, I say try find ways to connect with people that already have a business, because that's the easiest way to start generating money. The hardest thing is like step one in businesses. So if you can skip step one in a learning curve and you can just tap into the opportunity, that's my best recommendation ever, because that's what we did and that's what we keep on doing. So right now, I still run Gentech. I have the coaching program helping agencies scale past their initial 10K, then past their initial 50K, and then past their initial 100K a month. And then we also did partner up with one of our initial clients, but he's also a good friend. We help people get out of timeshare, so it's a timeshare exit company. And right now I'm running those 3 businesses, and we'll kind of see how it goes with the timeshare exit company. It doesn't involve a lot of time. They're just more so building systems. With Gentech, we built so many systems that it really doesn't take more than maybe 3-4 hours a day. And I do it because I still enjoy it. It is my baby. I want to grow it. Every time people ask for help, I'm the one jumping in as well instead of just passing it on. And then with the coaching program, it's something I'll always offer. I always liked helping people. It's not generating me crazy money. I think it's roughly just around 6 figures a year. And the thing is, like, I'm not really pushing it much either, but it's kind of like if someone comes, we do have the setup, like we can take them on, I can help them scale. I'm more than happy to always sit down with them and see what they can improve. We have good case studies like Diego, the person that you guys saw in one of the vlogs where we went to Guatemala. He came to us, he was roughly doing, I think, 6K a month. Now he's doing, I want to say he's close to 20 to 25K a month in revenue. We have someone else that's in St. Pete. He was roughly doing 100K a month, and now he's doing 150K a month. It's just nice seeing someone scale their business and really take it to the next level, just by like me recommending some things that I've learned throughout all the years of trial and error. So that's my journey. There's a lot of mini stages that got me to where I am today. You can't just see what I'm doing right now. You kind of have to like listen to the full journey and see what I did, what steps I took at that given moment. Because in life, we're always dealt with opportunities. It's just like, do you choose to go left? Do you choose to go right? Do you choose to go straight? Do you choose to go backwards? And it's hard to know which opportunity is the right one, especially in my business. Like, I get opportunities handed to me all the time. Sometimes I do have to say no. Could those opportunities grow and scale and be a multi-million-dollar business? It could, but sometimes like it's gonna take a lot more time, which could affect the revenue I can make if I dedicate it to a business or system that's already in place. But at the beginning stages, you have to take more risk. Like at the beginning stages, who cares about your time? Your time isn't worth anything. And I used to say yes to everything. Like, hey, do you want to go to this event? Yes. Hey, do you want to be my business partner? Yes. Hey, do you want to record videos and blow up YouTube? Yes. Like whatever it was always a yes, because I didn't know which one could take off. And I had to try them all, because if I didn't try a few of them, maybe I would never be in the position I am today. Like, what if I never said yes to marketing? What if I never said yes to insurance? What if I never said yes to having a business partner? What if I never said yes to hiring people and not taking 9% of the margin of the business revenue? And with these yeses, there are technically these mini risk actions that I took, that people take in business, that everyone needs to take in order to change their life. Because if you plan on going the safe route, you're never going to change your life. To change your life drastically, you need to have a drastic action. And that's true for everything. Like, if you want to get super big and super swole, you have to take some drastic actions in the gym. If you want to become super wealthy, you have to take some drastic actions. If you want to live somewhere that you're not used to, you have to take some drastic changes. And that's simply the way life was for me. And I'm happy that I was able to take those steps, and I'm happy that I'm able to record this video and share my life story of going from a nurse to a multi-millionaire. The future for me is just keep on saying yes and see where life takes me. If you guys aren't subscribed, please do subscribe. If you guys haven't liked this video yet, please do like. Leave me a comment, because comments always help me to understand what you guys like to watch and what you guys like to hear and what type of content you guys want. And other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.